Hey guys, welcome to Washington Weekly. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. It was very chill. We talked about our experiences in the gym, how we thought when we were first going into the gym, how that felt being the person in the gym and finding a group of friends in the gym to be friends with. And she has a lot of good opinions on things like how to make friends in the gym, why she eats a vegetarian diet, reasons she does it, issues with it, all kinds of things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I thought it was quite a nice, chill, happy, positive episode. We focus on mindset a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode and have a good day.
I'm going to show you how great I am.
Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than
Everybody
you.
has time. Stop watching Lost.
I love what I do, and that's why I'm doing what I love.
Hey guys, welcome to Washington Weekly. This week I'm here with Catherine, my good high school friend, who is a PT and also a vegetarian. She is training to be a PT right now, and she has a lot of good thoughts on vegetarianism and all that kind of stuff, and I thought it would be really interesting to have her on. So Kate, how did you start this whole fitness journey and all that? When did you start wanting to change your life and become fit and all this?
Well, first off, thank you for having me on the show, James. It's really good to see you again. And I wanted to be vegetarian for a while. A lot of things had kind of discouraged me, but I just sort of got to a point where enough was enough. Like, I'd seen a lot of, I think it was Cowspiracy.
Yeah.
I saw half of that, and gosh, it was so intense.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just got to a point where I couldn't do it anymore. I think a lot of people kind of display like an ignorance towards like eating meat. Like, we know it kills animals and we hate it, but a lot of people still eat it anyways.
Yeah.
So like, I was just like, nah, I can't do this anymore. And I just completely cut it out.
Yeah.
And for me, it wasn't as hard as what I thought it was going to be. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, don't you struggle? Like, how hard was it? Like, did you have to slowly cut it out? And I was like,
I can, because a lot of people, when I think of like changing my diet that drastically, like the main thing that's stopping me is that I live at home, and like that I think like, oh, that's the scary part. Was that bit hard?
Actually, yeah, it was a bit harder, like telling my parents that I wasn't eating meat anymore. Like they suddenly became like nutrition experts. Like even my mum, I remember her saying, "You're O negative blood type, which means you need more protein, so you should eat more red meat. Maybe just cut out chicken or fish." And I was just like, no. Like,
because isn't in some ways beef like one of the worst ones? Because I recently watched it was What the Health and Cowspiracy, and I found like I saw they were talking about how beef is really, really bad, but also chicken, and just like all of it is how it's just bad for you as a person, and it's also bad for like the environment.
Yeah, it's really bad for the environment. Like over 51% of greenhouse gases is from the farming and that.
And it's like, is that the main thing that made you change, or was it just because like...
It definitely became a part of it. Like, it started off for the animals, and then I got more into it. I started researching more about it because I felt like I had to, especially with keeping my body in check, I had to research what I should be doing as a vegetarian to keep myself healthy.
Do you feel like being a vegetarian could give you a disadvantage, advantage? How do you think it affects your fitness performance?
I don't think it affects me in the gym. Like, I'm making sure that I'm getting enough protein. I feel like it cuts out a lot of like bad stuff in my life, to be honest, because like there's a history of cancer in my family and heart disease and stuff like that, and I think vegans and vegetarians are 25% less likely to develop cancer, and it just cuts out a lot of additives and like a lot of crappy stuff like that in your system.
Yeah, because I know definitely like when you go vegetarian, there's a lot of foods that you just like that you wouldn't like, that you can't really go and eat then, and it's just because that like a lot of those foods are just pre-packaged things. Yeah,
like I can't eat anything at McDonald's. I can have some of the drinks, but even the fries are cooked in beef fat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was the only thing. Jesus Christ.
Nah. Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I didn't know that either. Like, I have a friend who's he's Hindu, and so he hasn't eaten meat his whole life.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that is insane.
Yeah.
And he hasn't gone to McDonald's his entire life.
Yeah.
He hasn't eaten anything from there because he can't, because it would be against his religion.
Yeah. Do you think it's like, do you find it hard socially? Like when your friends are like, hey, let's go out somewhere. Like.
Sometimes, yeah, because like they want to go to like Macca's, or they want to go to like certain places that I can't go to. Like I can't eat anything from there, and I feel bad because like I'm just sitting there not eating anything, and then they feel bad, and I'm just like, I'm fine. Like I've gotten to a point where if something's got meat in it, I won't eat it, and I don't feel bad. Like some people are like, oh my gosh, you must have like massive restraint and stuff like that. It's just like, no, I'm so used to not having that in my diet. I'm so used to saying no to that now it's easy.
I don't know, like definitely, because like at first, like maybe like a year ago, before I even like acknowledged that it like, because there's a very stereotypical like vegan and veg thing that it's like, oh wow, hippies, but it's like, what, like once you look into it, it's like at the end of the day most of them are right. It's like with vegetarians, with vegans, they have it, they're doing the right thing for the environment and for their bodies. So it's like, I don't know, there's not really many downsides apart from like you have to restrain yourself, or like you have to change, and that's like the main thing.
You definitely have to adapt your lifestyle. Yeah.
I definitely would find for myself, like the main thing would be parents. That would just be the hard bit to change.
Yeah, it was like they suddenly got a nutrition degree or something, because they were just all like, oh no, you need to eat meat, like you need to do this, and I'm like, I'm sorry, where's your like dietitian? Like you're an accountant, Dad. Like
when people say things like, do you get a lot of people saying to you like, oh blah blah blah, where do you get your protein, blah blah blah, where do you get vitamin B12, all that crap? Like
definitely, because I am studying to be a personal trainer, and I do, like, my focus is to burn fat and put on muscle, and everyone's like, how can you put on muscle when you don't eat meat and stuff like that? And it's like, just because you take out meat doesn't mean you do have to substitute that food group. Like a lot of people, when they go vegetarian, they fail because they don't substitute or like make up for that food group that they've taken out. Like I recently met a girl who went vegetarian a while back, and she went anemic, and she had to get I don't know, something done at the hospital. And it was because she wasn't getting enough iron. She was like, I just need to eat meat because I'm really anemic. And I'm like, how was your diet? Like, because I donate blood every 3 months. My hemoglobin level's fine. I recently had a internal body scan at Paps Nutrition up in Birkenhead, and they said that my muscle mass, my protein levels, my amino acid levels were higher than someone my average age, gender, and all that crap. And it was because I was eating right. I was making sure what I was eating. I was making sure I was getting enough iron in like my vegetables and stuff. Like I eat a crap ton of vegetables.
How do you go about getting those things that are like stereotypically lacking in a vegetarian diet? How do you? Because I know for my girlfriend, she's had issues with iron in the past, and her parents think it was because of iron, but her mum's a vegetarian, so she kind of gets it. But how do you go about getting those things like iron and like all those like protein? Like how do you go get those things?
I was really lucky when I went vegetarian. I had a personal trainer who was vegetarian for 2 years, and he had a lot of his meals that he gave me approved by a nutritionist. So I think it's broccoli that's really high, and just mainly just vegetables. And I think you can easily test your iron levels, but obviously some people are more genetically prone to being anemic. Like, I get it. It's not like you can have the dopest nutritional plan and you can still be anemic.
Is it just because a lot of, isn't it really common in girls that get quite anemic?
1 in 4 women are anemic, and 1 in 8 men are anemic.
So it's like, and is that regardless of going vegetarian, or is that just
menstrual cycle? Because I do take iron supplements sometimes, but usually I'm fine.
Because I don't know, I find for myself, there's not really many like dietary supplements I take just because I don't really think about it. But I think like, do you find switching and like changing your whole diet and your whole sort of mindset makes you think about your diet a lot more?
Definitely. Yeah.
Like everything that you put into yourself, not just like that it's not meat, that it's like the actual processed amount.
Yeah.
The amount of it that's like not organic.
Yeah, I definitely started, when I really got into fitness and I started seeing a change in my body, I started feeling stronger and feeling better. And then I became vegetarian, and I became more aware of what I was putting in my body and the effect that it had. Like sometimes I'd eat something really bad and then I'd go for a workout and I'd just crash. I wouldn't do as well as I wanted to, and I'd feel really annoyed with myself. Yeah. So now I've actually gotten to the point where I actually enjoy making my own food because I know what's going in it and I know that it's good for me and I know the macros. Like you go to a restaurant and you don't know how much protein is in that burger. You don't know how much fiber. You don't know because they won't exactly tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Do you count macros and stuff like that? Sometimes, yeah. I do have like a little app where I can just like enter in all the food that I've eaten just to make sure that I've got enough protein. But I've been vegetarian for like 8 months. Yeah. No, wait, way over. Like 9 months. Yeah. So I kind of know now when or like how much protein I need, but I definitely think when you're starting out, you need to maybe find out your protein levels now and then, you know, when you take out that food group, make sure that you're still hitting those protein levels based on your age, your gender, your height, your weight, that kind of stuff. Because I definitely find for myself when I'm like trying to bulk really hard and I'm trying to, when I think I'm eating a certain amount, but I'm really not, just because for myself, like the main goal is eat fuck tons and try and wreck my metabolism, but it's like I don't actually realize what I'm eating, and I feel like maybe tracking could be a good way to do it. Do you feel like tracking is a very, I guess, stressful thing to do, or is it? It depends on the person. I know a lot of people who just don't like constantly tracking every calorie because it can become kind of unhealthy. Like every calorie counts, and they suddenly like, you know, they're really intense about like every meal and every calorie. Like I'm kind of chilled about it, just as long as I get my required amount, I'm all good. Yeah. But I think, just like LifeSum or MyFitnessPal are good apps that you just enter in your meals, like meals that you made yourself. I think LifeSum has a little barcode scanner. So if you buy something, you can scan the barcode and it will show up, and it will just tell you how much protein you've had, how many fats you've had, how many calories you had, and like you can enter in all your information so it can tell you roughly how many calories you should be having in a day and whether you've hit that. And if you're trying to lose weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit, so you need to be less. So I'm 1,500 calories a day, so I need to be below that every day. Yeah. And if you're trying to bulk up, you probably want to be more than that. Yeah. Generally for myself, like I think I try aim for at least 3,000, but I don't like. It depends on how much activity I'm doing, like. Yeah. And I don't really track it. I sort of just freeball it, which is probably something that I should improve on. Just because, like, I noticed at the start there was a ton of gains, just because it's very easy to gain at the start. But now when I go, it's very, very minimal. And I think like one of the next steps that I could make is just tracking nutrition, because I reckon some days I'm getting in like a ton of carbs, but absolutely like 3 grams of protein or like something ridiculous like that. Yeah. What would you say your like main style or like favorite style of training would be? I like compound lifting. I like lifting lots of weights and making a lot of noise. Yeah. I try to do like yoga and stuff, but it's too chilled and slow for me. I really like fast paced stuff. Like I like running. I like going on the stepping machine. I like doing like Bulgarian split squats, like lifting heaps of weights. Like I love it when I see girls in the weights room, because usually that room is like oozing with testosterone and girls don't want to go in there. Yeah. But it's like it's so cool, like lifting weights and like
Yeah.
playing with machines and
Because
everything.
it is
like
just
that.
so like before I started, I didn't think it'd be fun, but it is so fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like once you get past like the initial like I guess pain.
Yeah.
Or like whatever, then like you get into it and it's just so much, and you get
Yeah.
just so much enjoyment and you feel great after. But like
Yeah.
kind of.
You can
sore the next
definitely
day,
see,
but-
like, from the beginning. Like, I remember when I first started out, I hated it. Like, my mum got me a personal trainer
Yeah.
because she had a personal trainer, and she was like, oh, I want my daughter to have one now. And so she got me the exact
Yeah.
same personal trainer. And I hated it at the start.
Yeah.
I hated it. I've pain the next day all the time.
Yeah.
And then I started really loving it. And, yeah, now I'm training to be a personal trainer.
Yeah.
So,
Like completely.
yeah, I got like a
around.
scholarship in drama,
Yeah.
and now I'm studying to be a PT. Like,
Yeah.
how different? Like, that's
How
completely.
how do you make that decision? When did you just know last year, or did you just figure out like on the fly, and then you just realize like, oh wait, I actually want to do this? Like,
It was actually pointed out to me. I didn't
Yeah.
actually realize it until my mum pointed it out to me, because I took a gap year from school. That's what this year was supposed to be about.
yeah,
And so, because I didn't want to go straight into uni when I didn't know what
Yeah.
exactly I was going to study.
I definitely agree with that because
Yeah.
like I find so many people that I know like that it's like, oh, I'm just gonna pick this thing.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of them already have like told me like, oh yeah, I didn't go to my exams just because I hate it. So it's like just
You're wasting
yeah.
that much money.
Yeah, like money, time, just effort. Like just go either work or like find what you want to do. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like, I started working in retail because I was like, get some life experience, get some
Yeah.
money behind me, something
Yeah.
to do. And then when I wasn't at work, I was, you know, making up new meal ideas
Yeah.
and going to the gym and working on my exercise plan
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then my mum was like, pointed it out to me, like, when you're not at work, this is all you're doing.
yeah,
So if you didn't have work, this is what you'd be doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, you're right. Like, oh my gosh. Like,
and now it's like
yeah,
that's the thing that you want to like
yeah,
sort of do.
yeah.
Is the aim like when is the aim to start that and like
I'll be qualified in November, and I hopefully want to get hired at the gym that I'm
yeah
going at now, Snap in Birkenhead. Just because I train there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone there, like, there are certain people that go at different times in the day. There's
Yeah.
the 5 a.m. group people.
Yeah.
There's the midday group people. There's the 6 p.m. people.
Yeah.
And I've trained at different times of the day, so I know the people that go at different times.
Yeah.
I'm there all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be very, like, a smart business move
yeah,
if I
because
went
a lot
there.
of them would know you and they'd know
Yeah.
like your training like ethics and like all that.
Yeah. They'd see me there all the time, lifting
Yeah.
all the weights, and they'd be like, oh, okay, she's here all the time. Like,
Yeah.
she must be good.
Yeah, like even for myself, like with uni, I was thinking like a while ago, I was thinking like, oh, I don't know if I actually want to go to uni. And then like once I got there, I was like, oh fuck, I actually like this.
Oh, that's
But then
cool.
like yeah, like I was thinking maybe personal trainer, like just because it's something like it's like doing what you love for to get like doing what you love for money and like. Do you know my friend Chend? He built like a personal training business. Like
Wow.
he figured out how to sort of franchise it.
Oh,
And
damn.
like yeah, like I thought a while ago like personal training just ended at like just clients, but he sort of opened my eyes and showed me like that you can that doesn't just stop there. Like there's so much more you can do with it, which is quite eye opening because yeah, I thought it was like. When I was researching it, I thought it would just be something I could like do on the side of uni or something. But
Yeah.
it's like I don't think it's really like that. Just because
Nah.
he said that like maintaining a client base was like quite a hard thing. Yeah,
Like, getting the client base, like, getting all those clients
yeah,
is really hard, and then retaining them. I think it would be a bit easier because you've got the clients, they like you, they
Yeah.
show up to the sessions. I think that would be a little bit easier than, like,
yeah,
actually going out and getting the clients.
yeah,
And then there's the form of, like, payment, because you don't
Yeah.
start off charging like $45 for a half-hour
Yeah.
session. You have to, like, slowly build your way
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Do you have like once you start, are you like ready and you've got like your plan, or are you just sort of like learning as you go? Because it's sort of a thing that it's like I don't know if I was doing it. I don't know where I would like the first thing I do. Like, do you have a plan already or no?
We have a free consultation thing. So that's kind of when you figure out the client's goals and if they have any diseases or anything like that. Like if they have high blood pressure, like what to do with that, what to avoid, if they want to tone up, if they want to lose fat, if they're training for a competition or something. So after that free consultation, you can kind of figure out, okay, and even what they want out of you. Like, do they want someone who's just going to tell them or give them a weights routine, or do they want someone who's going to give them that and a nutritional plan and motivate them and keep them going? Like, that consultation, that first impression is everything. What
would you say to girls that are thinking of starting weightlifting, but they're scared of getting bulky or scared of getting scared of like getting muscly and wide shoulders? Like, what would you say to that?
I'd say it's very hard for women to get bulky because we're estrogen dominant, not testosterone dominant. So, and also if you're scared about big shoulders, then don't train your shoulders as much. Train your legs, train your glutes. Learn, get a PT who knows what you want, or even learn the muscle groups and what exercises will work those muscle groups to make them bigger. Like if you don't want massive lats that are going to pop out the sides of your back, then don't do single arm lat pull downs. Do like a little bit of lat workouts, but don't do massive ones. Maybe like definitely if you don't want to get really, really massive, don't have heaps of protein, because you see a lot of bodybuilders, they have heaps of protein in their diet because they need to get those muscles really friggin' big. So they have like kind of nearly probably an overdose of protein. So don't have that much protein. Have what you need to, perform.
Like if I was in that situation, I would just train the groups I want. And like I've heard a lot of girls say like, I don't even think wide shoulders is like a bad thing, because it's like, I guess girls are going for like that, and it just accentuates that sort of shape. Big shoulders you would think would accentuate the small waist.
But I definitely get it. Like there are some bikini body gals who have like really big shoulders, and even I look at them sometimes and I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Massive. Like respect to you. Like for you obviously had to work so hard for that. But obviously some girls just don't want that. Oh yeah, definitely. Like even like for myself, I used to look at like bodybuilders and I was like, what the massive. But now like even now like I can like respect it a lot more and sort of in a way see it as like beautiful, just because it's like how much work they've done, and it's not so like it's so difficult.
It doesn't look so grotesque anymore. It's just more like, and even at like a lower level, it's just you understand like how much work they have to put in and how like the actual goals are like not to look good to the general public. It's like to look good to that world. It's like a whole different sort of thing. You definitely get like a unique perspective on it when you're like working out and you're working hard for your body, and then you see someone else who's obviously done the same thing but has a different goal. Have you noticed like ever since you started working out, lifting weights, all that, have you noticed like a huge boost in confidence, or have you noticed like more critiquing of yourself? Because definitely for myself, I found that the first few months I was critiquing myself so much, but now like the more and more I do it, it seems like I'm more just like appreciating what's there and just sort of accepting it.
Definitely sometimes I'm a little bit hard on myself, and I definitely need to work on that, because like when you just really want to hit like that weight or that rep and you just can't get it because your body like won't let you or something, it's kind of like, oh, for God's sake, come on. Like,
I don't know. It's like with a lot of things, I like, especially with my bench press, I was trying to force that up so hard, but like then I got this injury, and then it's just like everything was just like my whole body was just saying no. So I just kind of had to just sit back.
Your mind is ready, but your body isn't.
My mind was definitely ready, but my body was nowhere near ready.
But confidence, definitely. Like, I've gone to the, like, in high school, I could never go to high school without wearing makeup.
Yeah.
I've gone to the gym several times without wearing makeup. And for me, that's a huge thing. But for other people, that's, like, life.
Yeah, like it's like even for myself, I used to obsess over my hair.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't go to school if I would like not go to school if my hair was not done. So I like had to do my
exactly.
hair.
Everyone has like little things like that. Yeah.
And now it's like I just wear a fucking hat 'cause it's easier, or I like just do that. It's like it's just like I don't know. I just find it way simpler now, and like I don't care as much. And like in a way. Like, it sort of made me feel more, one, like I don't care, and two, like, even if I do care, it's sort of like I've done what I can, and, like, I've sort of learned to appreciate it more.
Yeah.
And just...
And will anyone else really care?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I've definitely found a lot of people, like, there's no one that's, like... When I first went to the gym, I thought people would be like, ha, trying to... change, but like no one does that.
Yeah, I mean everyone goes to the gym and no one really looks good at the gym.
Yeah.
Like you kind of realize that everyone's sweaty, like guys are yelling trying to push that weight up. We're all smelly and it's red in the face and it's like no one looks good. It's a huge misconception that you go to the gym and you look real good and you're wearing your tights and like you might like feel really nice in your new gym workout gear or whatever, and you might actually look good, but you don't go to the gym to look good. You look like crap when you're at the gym. Yeah. Because you're literally putting your body into stress with like workouts and stuff. So if you look good doing heaps of deadlifts and split squats and like stuff like that, are you doing it right? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, for myself, I used to care so much at the gym. Like, I was so scared of everyone. Like, I thought everyone was looking at me, but no one cares. It's like...
no one cares. People are so caught up in what they're doing that they just don't even... Yeah.
What would you say to someone looking to start the gym? Like some person who just has little thoughts about, hey, maybe I should join a gym, maybe I should do this. What would you say to them?
Do it.
it's really just like there's not many downsides really.
Nah.
Like apart from maybe injuries or maybe like other things like that. But it's like there's ways to restrict those and
pick a gym that you like. I think because. I actually went to Club Physical probably like year 10, so a while back. And I've been to Harbour Fitness, and to me, I didn't really like them. I just felt like so judged, and I didn't like the vibe. I don't know. I get weird vibes from things or whatever. But at Snap, I never really felt uncomfortable there. So I guess with some people, certain gyms click. So maybe try like free trials. Like gyms are so keen for you to like have a free trial. Like just come in for a day for a workout. If your friend is like really into gymming or like has a really nice gym, ask them about it. Like, do you like your gym? Like, you know, do you think I'd like it? You know, kind of thing. Just like find out about it before you maybe jump into it. Because if you jump into it eyes closed and you know you might get discouraged or might not like it. Like if you get discouraged by a gym, you might get discouraged by like the whole idea of working out, and then that would just make it a lot worse.
Like definitely I found the scariest bit was people, but it's like once like a few days, a few weeks into it, you realize like no one cares. So it's like, and like the majority of people that are there to like help or just work on themselves. So it's like
they're there for the same reasons that you are, and a lot of them are pretty cool people. Like I've met so many people at the gym. It's weird. Like I went out last night to celebrate my friend's 30th, and I met her at the gym. And
it's like I don't know. It's just it opens up like. And the kind of people you like meet there, the majority of them are like very positive people trying to change themselves and trying to like always like better themselves. And I find that surrounding yourself by all those really positive people trying to change themselves and they're all interested in fitness, it's just really, it's quite nice, especially if you like fitness.
Definitely. Like when my personal trainer left, he's gone to Europe at the moment, but we have like a little group squad of his old clients and people that used to go to his classes and stuff, and like we still work out together and stuff like that, and it's really cute. People have called us like a cult and stuff, but it's like no, it's just like we had a common person, and like we have like I don't know, the same kind of attitudes towards fitness, and we all motivate each other. Like when someone doesn't feel like coming, we'll be like, oh, come on, come, and things like that. Like we all like keep each other going, keep each other on track, and it's really cool. How
do you go about finding a like supportive group like that? Because for myself, I have like there's people at the gym that I know, but there's not a like support force that like helps me get there if I'm not feeling the gym.
I think probably the classes helped, because it's like people doing the same workouts. Like we had boxing classes and HIIT classes that we all did together. Yeah. So we do the same workouts together. And I think at one point my personal trainer, he was our kind of personal trainer, he was like, oh, do you guys want to go out to like Burger for a little cheat meal? And I was like, yes. So we all went out to Burger together. Yeah. And we just all had great yarns, and we all got along really well. So I think maybe having that common link, that common person, or doing a class together, we're all being put through like the same workouts together.
And it's like Chant said yesterday, he was like, oh, it feels like you're like brothers in iron. It's like you feel like you're all sort of there, like working together. Aww. Sort of. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's a very good feeling, especially if like, and that sort of helps also with the whole judgment thing. Yeah. That it helps get over the scariest bit, I guess.
I've always said to people that like joining the gym is half the battle. Yeah. Because making that financial and just mental commitment to joining the gym is half the battle. Like, because my teachers used to say that to me in like year 13, when I was like, oh, I don't want to show up to school anymore. Like, I'm so done with school. They'd be like, showing up to class is half the battle. And I'm like,
you're like,
fuck, you're right.
Have you found like the benefits have definitely outweighed like the costs that you have to pay, and like the mental costs, the physical costs?
Definitely.
Yeah. Would you say mental, physical, all of it? Just
all of it. Like, when I look back at who I was in like probably like 2 years ago, even like last year, I'm like, I don't even fully recognize that person, because like she was so anxious, and she didn't like herself, and so she projected that like hatred onto other people, and she really wasn't happy with who she was as a person. But now like I'm happy with who I am. I know my flaws, and everyone has flaws, and like you become a lot more confident in yourself, and you care less about what other people think. And I think that confidence, it projects, like other people see that you're so confident even though you've got these flaws, and they're like, wow, she's cool. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I feel like now that I've started this and like done all that, it's like I just feel more like, 1, more happy, 2, more confident, like 3, I feel like I can talk to people better.
That's cool.
And just like all those kind of things. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like the only downside is maybe it costs a little money to join gym, but it's like the hardest bit is just the initial cost, and then from there it's just like,
and it's like you're bettering yourself. Like, I mean, it might be expensive to like join a gym and eat whole foods and things like that, instead of like $1 packet of processed potato chips and stuff. But it's like you're extending your life, you're making your life better quality, so those around you are receiving the best version of yourself. Yeah. And, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're benefiting yourself for those around you. Yeah. So
and just everyone's
going to be a lot more grateful when you're like happy. Like if you're like annoying and negative and depressing, no one's going to want to be around you.
Yeah. Because like I find it sort of opens you up and just shows like how much like you show yourself your flaws, and then you're like, oh, I have these flaws, but it's like working on them, it's sort of, I guess in a way, it's like, for myself, it felt like a vulnerability, and then that made me more open to just like people.
Yeah.
And just made me feel more like I can just talk to people about their vulnerabilities or like whatever. And just feels a lot more, like with the whole thing, I can't see, like, the scariest bit is people, and like the hardest bit is maybe money. Like, if that, like, do you find those days where like you don't want to go to the gym? How do you get past those kind of days?
Usually when I don't want to go to the gym, usually when I don't want to go to the gym, it's when I'm like sick or hungover.
Yeah.
If I don't want to go to the gym, I'll just do something little.
Yeah.
I'll just go for like a walk or something.
Yeah.
Like even just like a little 10-minute walk.
Yeah. And just like sort of keep the habit up.
Yeah, exactly. Because like once you do it, it's really hard to stop. Like when you don't go to the gym for a day, you feel like, oh my God, like I've gained 5 kgs. Like you're just like, it's really, once you've gotten into the habit of doing it and you really enjoy doing it, not doing it, like there's definitely an issue with people who are addicted to fitness.
Yeah.
Like I know like my cousin, she like, she's really addicted to fitness and she really needs to stop. Like she's a runner and she recently had ankle surgery, I think, because she does have bad ankles, but it probably didn't make it much better that she continued running.
Yeah.
And you really need to like know your limits. And when you get addicted, because it is a drug, when you work out, you get those endorphins released and you feel happy. So like when you don't work out, you're like, oh, okay, I'm not happy anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so it's definitely having that balance. Like you need to tell yourself, it's okay that I don't go to the gym today. I know I'll go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or I know I've gone 5 times this week. Or I know it's because I'm sick and when I'm feeling better, I will get back into it. It's just like knowing yourself and knowing what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but like for myself as well, like I found, like before I had this injury, like I found I would go to the gym as much as possible. Like during school, if I had a free period and then a class I didn't usually attend, then I would go gym. And it's like, so like I would be gymming like 6-7 days a week. And then I got this injury and it's like, I realized how, I guess, addicted, like I just felt. And then I was like, I found like I had gym withdrawals.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's sort of like too much of a good thing. But it's like, I find it hard to like stop just because it's like, it's just so fun after a bit.
Yeah.
And then just the whole thing, and it just...
You definitely have to kind of look for other places where you can get that kind of enjoyment in life. Yeah.
Like I find, I don't know, I just sort of had to go complete cold turkey and just sort of run a little bit instead, or just do different, more relaxed things.
Yeah, have you done anything other than like gymming, like anything to like substitute that?
The main stuff that I'll do if I like am having the craving, usually like at the gym, the main stuff I'm doing is like trying to go for heavy reps of 5 or etc., stuff like that. But like when I'm out of the gym, it's mainly like the main thing is running, like because it's just training for the half marathon. Even though because injury. So it's like trying to balance that because injury in pretty much nearly every limb. So I'm trying to like figure out how to balance that because I can't do. I was thinking maybe swimming, but I don't really enjoy swimming. Yeah. So it's like that is an issue. But I found I still had the craving, and now recently that I've been going back like every 3-4 days or just like taking it very, very slow. I found like I still get that much enjoyment, and there's still the tendency for oh, maybe I can go tomorrow. It's like that is probably the hardest bit, is like restraint.
Yeah. I don't know how you're doing it.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes it just gets to a point where it's just like you don't feel the you know how like with work you have that thing where it's like, oh, I don't want to go to work.
Yeah.
And it's like at first with the gym it was like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym, but now it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
It's like you just feel good, and then like you feel like 1, it's productive, 2, you feel great, 3, like it makes you look better, feel better.
Yeah. And
like I find realizing that there are negatives, that's probably the hardest bit for me, just because I like with if I'm like last year I was trying to keep my weightlifting at an acceptable level so I didn't like drop any muscle mass or anything like that. I didn't drop my lifts too much while also training for the half marathon and getting like a good time in that. I found like it would be like 7 days a week and I can't, like I feel like
there's only so much you can do.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I just had to drop weightlifting. That's probably like,
oh no,
that's probably what I'll do this year. Like
okay,
more what I've been, cause I just think it's, I guess, safer in a way. Like I feel like with doing running, it's very, very intensive. Like if you're training 5-6 days a week, you don't want to do anywhere near like 7 intensely. Like there's a huge focus on doing very easy mileage for like 80-70% of it, and just like very, very easy stuff. But yeah, I definitely the hardest part I find is just restraint. Yeah, it would be. So you really enjoy running, sort of, to say the least. Yeah, I enjoy the running, but I enjoy more long distance than sprinting. Yeah, definitely. I hate sprinting. I like the main training that I'll be doing is like it's probably not good for my joints in the long term, but it's like it's the kind of running I like, and it's like I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Yeah. So it's more like 45-minute minimum runs to like 2 hours sometimes, just because that's the way you got to train if you're doing halves. But the main thing that like I find restraint from running easy. Like still with running, there's the whole like, oh, I don't want to go for a run, but then once I'm out there, it's so fun. Yeah. But with weightlifting, it's like the restraint barrier feels like it's gone. Oh, okay. And it just feels like, because it just feels like a fun activity. Oh, okay. Like there's no. So you just do like 5 sets of 5, or like, is it just 3 sets of 5 or something? My main training style is like, I will just start warm up until I'm at until I feel good and feel warmed up, and then I'll work up in sets of 5, or usually I'll do like a set of 10 or very lightweight. So like gym and weight training. Maybe like I do. I warm up with lightweight, lots of reps, and then work up to a heavy set of 5, and then or a heavy set of 8, or it used to be like a heavy set of 3 sometimes, but I've tried to, just because joints, I've tried to tone that down a bit. But I find I get the most progress from going like 5 to 8 range, sort of. That might be. We actually learnt about this in school recently, about your nerve fiber types. Like it's either nerve fiber or muscle fiber types, and there's like type 1, which is more for like long distance runners. So it's like small muscle movements, but they can last for a really long period of time. Yeah. And then there's there's type 2B, which is like really explosive, like really like boxing, like really intense movements, but they don't last that long. Yeah. So probably really heavy lifting, but not for that long of a period of time. Yeah. And then there's type 2A, which is kind of in between the two. So it's like your muscle fiber type, because you like running, but you can easily train your muscle fiber type. Yeah. So like I think I'm type 2B, but I can do long distance running, because you can easily, like, if your muscle fiber type will adapt to whatever you do to it, but it will always go back to its original form. Yeah. So you might be like type 2B with like the heavy lifting, but not a long period of time, but you might have like trained it to be type 1 at certain times, like when you're running. Oh no, I definitely find like it's, when it comes to like what I'm naturally good at, it's definitely running. Like,
It might just be type 1 then.
like I find when it comes to weightlifting, like I definitely find a harder time being in the top percentage with that than I do with running. With running, it's like I barely have to train, and it's so easy. Just
natural.
It's so natural.
Yeah.
Just like when I was like year 3 at school, I was just like zooming away on cross country. Like it was just like best time of the year.
Yeah.
But it's like with weightlifting, that is definitely the thing where I'm like, it's much harder to not really progress in that. Like when I first started, I found progression just so fast.
Yeah.
But now when I try to do stuff, it's more, I really have to force things to grow. Mm-hmm. Like I do a lot of heavy, like the main thing I'll do is like three heavy sets usually after I've like done a significant warm up, and then I'll do things like supersets, drop sets, etc., like all that kind of stuff to just sort of make it like force it to grow.
Yeah.
What would your main thing to say about fitness be? What for someone looking to start? What is the main thing, the one thing you'd tell them if they were looking to start fitness or thinking about it or all that?
Test the waters with everything, because you don't really know what you like until you give everything kind of a go.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think I'd be good at boxing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think I'd enjoy weightlifting, and definitely perseverance, because like your mental, your way of looking at it definitely changes over time.
Yeah.
So initially you might go in like hating it.
Yeah.
But if you keep doing it, like a month down the track, you might be like, oh crap, I actually like this exercise.
Yeah.
Like that was definitely me. I can still remember like my whole weights routine, and then slowly like I was like, this is my favorite one. Like this is the one that I actually like. And then I started liking a few more and a few more. So definitely experimenting, just figuring out what kind of works for you, because there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
And if you're really new to the fitness industry, you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
So just have fun with it. You might not be good at it, but that might not be like your fault. Again, like muscle fibers, your genetics, like there's so many things that could factor into whether you're good at something or not. Even if you're not good at it and you still enjoy it, do it. Like who cares? Yeah. Honestly, like if you get enjoyment from that, if that benefits your mental state, that's going to benefit those around you. If people are like, oh my gosh, she's so crap at it, but you really enjoy it. Obviously, they're so negative in their own mind. Like if they could see that you were enjoying it, you were having a good time, they'd be like, that's so cool that she's having such a good time with that exercise. So experiment, have fun with it, and probably persevere through exercises that you don't like, because you might find a month down the track that you actually do like it. You got to give it time. It's like meeting someone. You might not like them at first, but once you get to know them, you're like, oh, they're actually a pretty cool person.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Sweet as. Thank you guys very much for listening. I think we'll probably cap it off there. Thank you, Catherine, for being a great guest.
Thank you for having me, James. This is so cool.
Sweet as, guys. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day. Hey, guys. Thank you very much for listening. I would love if you would check Catherine out on her social media, which I will leave in the show notes. I would also love if you would check me out, which on my social media, such as Instagram, Facebook, WordPress, and Medium, which is a great little app that I've been using recently to write short little blog posts that I can just write on the way home, when I'm traveling, when I'm sitting on the bus. It's quite good. This is not an advertisement, but I really just like this app so far. So yeah, I hope you guys would check me out on those, and I would really appreciate if you would follow the podcast, and if you would leave a rating, good or bad, terrible or terrific. You just leave it as whatever you want, and I would be very appreciative. All feedback is good feedback. Hit me up. Thank you very much.